Austin's out there dancing away there. I mentioned Stephanie's beautiful voice here.
Aww.
I'm here with Steve and Stephanie, and we're going to talk about photography today. And this stuff, the things that you do is magnificent. This is so beautiful. I just cannot believe this compared to the old black and white when, you know, when many, the 60s when you got married, it was, you didn't even hear of barely colored, you know, everything was black and white. This is magnificent. What a beautiful gift this would make.
You know, it's really gotten creative just in the last 5 to 7 years.
Oh, I can
before you
imagine.
used to just line everyone up and smile, take a picture. Now you want things that look good enough for a magazine. And
great.
Steve's a master at that, just the lighting and the drama.
Yeah, it has really opened up. I mean, if you look at bridal magazines now, they look like Vogue versus something stale and old.
Sure.
So it's fun, and especially when you get couples that are they say, listen, let's do something experimental, or let's do something really fun, you know.
Yeah.
And then you can go out and you can do some dramatic things.
And up here, because we have the wineries, and we have, especially in the fall, if you have a fall wedding,
yeah.
I mean, you have all of this. It's free. Mother Nature gives you this free.
Oh,
You just dress everybody up.
This one right here is
This is beautiful.
This is Sierra Ridge Winery.
tilt it up.
See, that's beautiful.
That one?
Yeah. I think we have to.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah,
So
that
this
is
was
beautiful.
this was just a beautiful summer night at Sierra Ridge Winery, and we had a lovely time. And the cool thing is, I love this. This one reminds me of a storybook ending.
It does. It does. It's absolutely breathtaking.
And you know, just a lot of dramatic lighting. This one, this just right off the dance floor. Actually, this one is
Look at that, how beautiful.
amazing lighting. So
Right.
lots of cool things.
And how nice to have this as a gift for the parents. You know, to have this, because this is something that you will look through for the rest of your life. Put it on the coffee table. It's beautiful, and it's not just limited to weddings.
No.
I mean, we've got babies and baby showers, and taking them through
All kinds of
through
pictures.
the 8-9 months that they're pregnant, and forget the birth, but but I mean, it's just so beautiful to have these, you know, and to record this. And then give it to your child as time progresses through their life.
It's interesting because even with the iPod generation, when you set a book on the table, it captures them, and more than one person can look at it, and they can take their time, and it's not just a flip, flip, flip. So yeah, books are nice.
Now, Steve, let me ask you, what is probably the hardest to photograph? I mean, not just doing a couple, but what is the hardest thing to get people? You know, the lighting and just to get that perfect shot. What do you have to do?
You know, it's almost like each time you do a wedding or a portrait, everything, you have to make your decisions when you show up. You don't know what the lighting's going to be. The clouds may have been there 15 minutes earlier, and now they're gone.
Right.
The wind may have not been there, and all of a sudden the wind's there. Things happen, so that's where it's important to get a photographer that's been around a while and understands that, okay, oh my gosh, let's get the flash up here, let's do some fill flash. We know what the shutter speed and the f-stop needs to be.
Sure.
So all these technical things come into hand, and then you combine that with the artistry. And then there's a fifth ingredient now, which is very prevalent, and that's Photoshop. So
I've heard of that.
You may take a picture that is slightly imperfect, but you know in the end, I'm going to bring this in computer, I'm going to darken the sky, I'm going to clean, I'm going to take that telephone pole out of the picture later, that sort of thing. So when you think end game when you're taking your picture, you can come up with some really dramatic shots.
Right. I think that's great. And Steph, what about you? I bet you're learning a lot from him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's great.
Yes.
I think that's
well,
wonderful.
and the cool thing about us as a couple, we come two, so there's two photographers going the whole time.
Which is
and
great.
he may be over in one area, I might be in another, and I'm his backup. So
Well, I can say this with the pictures that you have. I mean, years past, it was everybody was on the altar where they were married, boys here, girls here,
Right.
you know, and then the one with the parents, and then the individual ones, and that was it. It was over.
Right.
You know, it looked like a cookie cutter, whereas this, the venue, it enhances everything, and it's just so beautiful.
It's fun to be doing something fun.
we
Right.
also do
It really
video
is.
too. So that's,
Oh, you do video? Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
so we have it all in one place.
See, I believe in, I like both.
I do
I
too.
like the video, and I like the album.
Well, the thing is, the bride and groom are so busy, and they've spent all this time planning, and then that day just goes by in a big hurry.
Right.
And with the photographs, you kind of get to revisit that day, and the video, you get to revisit that day and relive it over and
Right.
over,
Well,
and see things you didn't even see.
Absolutely.
When you were there.
As the mother of a bride and mingling with 400 people for a wedding, I can tell you it went by so fast. It was a blur. And once in a while, you pop it in and you look at it and you say, I don't remember that.
No.
And we had someone going around and talking to the grooms. They pull everybody aside and talk to them personally and say, what would you like to tell the bride and groom?
That's what I do.
And see, and it means so much when you go
it's
back.
Like a little message.
Yeah,
later.
Danielle says, I wish it was 3 hours long. This is just wonderful.
I
Because,
usually give my bride and groom about an hour and a half of tape.
see, I think that's great. That
they get
is
to see a lot.
wonderful. That's great. So they can do both.
Yep.
And
we do both.
and I think that's the best way to go. I mean, you just like I said, we have so many wonderful venues here.
Oh yeah.
And you can go out before, and as you
there's
know,
so much up
as
there.
you know, Steve, you can do a wedding one week and then go back the next week, and the foliage has changed.
Oh, sure.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's what makes it
Lighting,
so
weather.
exciting.
Yeah.
You know, you have all of these different
We
things
couldn't ask
changes.
for more. We've got the high Sierras, we have rivers, we have old stone walls. Absolutely everything is up here for amazing photography, plus the sunsets.
Now, wonder if someone, like say someone they like the ocean, okay, and we don't have the ocean here. Can you do their wedding pictures and then transpose maybe them, like, in an ocean setting or standing on a beach?
I doubt if too many people would do that, because you're going to notice that there's going to be differences in the lighting and the color temperature and everything. That would be a lot of work. Could
Yeah.
be done, but
Better
why
off
not
just to get in the car and
just
go to the
drive
ocean.
3 hours
Let's
to the
go.
ocean.
Yeah.
You
take
know,
it
they
there.
can follow us on our website. We have a blog, and we're also on Facebook. So if they want to see what our latest and greatest is, or we just did a shoot a couple weeks ago of an engaged couple, and he had a black powder pistol, and we've
Oh,
got
how
him in
cute.
front of a barn, and it's amazing, dramatic
cute.
shot. And so they can follow our blog. It's farrellphotography.net. I think we've got it right,
Right.
here. And just click on blog, and you'll see our latest and greatest. And then we're also on Facebook.
Great.
Farrell Photography.
Good. And if they have to reach you, is there a number that they can reach you?
Yes, 209-293-4254.
Great. That's wonderful. I think that is, it's worth it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's worth it. Your work is absolutely magnificent. And you say you do commercial also.
Yes, absolutely.
Can you explain a little bit what commercial entails?
Well, commercial photography would be, any business that has products that they sell, or maybe they just want their store to be represented well on their website, for instance. They might want their employees in front of their truck. And in some cases, we've taken vans, which have nothing on the side of them, and added their logo and everything. And then later
Great.
they've gone to a local vendor and had them wrapped, those sorts of things.
Oh,
So-
good.
So there's lots of stuff commercially we can do.
Good. So there's
Yeah.
there's nothing. The sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit.
Which
We're
is
beyond.
nature.
Let's
which
go
takes,
beyond that.
Which takes nature. right. Takes in nature. But please go on farrellphotography.net and check it out, because their work is just absolutely breathtaking. And these memories, trust me when I tell you this, you will be so sorry if you don't do something to capture that magic moment, especially on anniversaries or the birth of a
Absolutely. Oh,
baby
yeah.
or something, and you go back and you see this, and it means so much. But
And we do military pictures for free.
wonderful.
So if you know a military person,
Absolutely.
please let us
We
know.
have a few here in town, and so we'll pass that on. Again, farrellphotography.net, and the number again, Steph?
293-4254.
4254. And please, we're going to have you guys keep coming back and
Thank you.
showing us what you're doing. And if you have a wedding coming up, you
Call
can
us.
do the
Call
video
us.
and this beautiful album, and great Christmas presents too. Mother's Day and Father's Day present. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
You're hired.
Yeah.